Alrighty then. So we are here. We are live. All right. Greetings, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in. Welcome to FGTV by Yamaya and JQ, the holistic wellness lifestyle channel that covers everything from holistic wellness, fitness, travel, self care, and so much more. We appreciate your like, share, and subscribe, everyone. And this broadcast is available in portrait and landscape. So feel free to check the description box to get your preferred landscape. And so on this show, Speaking with the Sage, we'll be covering the healing power of sound and music frequency. Okay, so our panel tonight is H.P.S. Empress Yamaya Faye.
Greetings.
Greetings. Um, Pocahontas Ixchel. Greetings, Poca. Greetings. And Heiress Jauqline, which is me. And the sound alchemist, Cosmic Chi. Hello, Cosmic Chi. How you doing, baby?
Yay.
All right. So before we get to the opening of the portals, let me just put it this way. I'll let Empress speak. We're going to have Cosmic Chi open up the portals. So we're going to, introduce that sounding to this interview first and foremost. Have wise words come from Empress Yamaya Faye. And we'll get to the interview. And then at the end of the show, towards the end of the show, we will do another sound healing that will be a little bit longer. And we'll all just really embrace that. Okay. So, Empress, please feel free to continue that.
Well, greetings.
Greetings.
As we always do, go ahead and open up those portal ways. I just want to give all divine gratitude to those that are sitting and supping with us, to all of the ladies, divine feminine, that is on the panel, and that all of us are vibrating in reds, our root chakra, which is needed for what we're going to experience tonight, but not just tonight, but in our overall life experience. So that color root, hello, red, that root chakra is going to be that vibration that we know and enter and understand oftentimes as being passion and fire, this sort of thing. But we want to relate it to our root chakra at the bottom and earth mechanism, how we vibrate from the earth. Okay. I want you to take note of where you are right now. Also, grab yourself. And when I say grab yourself, center yourself. Take that breath. You all know how I always speak about the breath work. Do some fire breaths. If you don't know how to do the fire breaths, it's just inhalation from your core. Okay. And then you're going to breathe out quickly. So rapidly. Try 10. Okay. So, all of you guys, as well as women, beloveds alike, inhale deeply from your core. Ready? Inhale deep. And we're going to hold it as long as you can, and then exhale, release quickly. So it's a rapid response. Okay? A rapid response. That's one thing. The other thing I would like for you to do is to grab a hold of your own body, your own temple, your hands, and we're going to do a mudra for the root chakra. Okay? Those of you that don't know how to do the root chakra mudra, oftentimes you see it and it's in an okay sign. That depends on where you are being or where you studied from. You can also see it this way, but what you want to make sure that you do is you turn those hands up towards the sky, okay? So, whichever one you deem appropriate, go ahead and grab that mudra, sit in your space in your center, breathing, inhaling deeply, close those eyes, think about your root chakra as you're sitting still within the self. Inhale deep and exhale, release slowly. One more time. Inhale deep. Exhale, release slowly. In your root chakra, take time for yourself. It is that vibration that starts from a certain portal. We open up the portals, but we must realize we're walking as a portal. Okay? We are walking as that particular portal. That sounding in the music scale is that C4. So oftentimes we're listening to different music, and we're like, okay, that sounds good. I'm bobbing my head to it. We have to enter and understand that we are musical instruments. We are aligned in the casing. So as Cosmic starts to play, I need you to focus on yourself, just embracing the sound that is within us, and she's helping us vibrate with that. So, in all intents purposes, root chakra, beloveds, tap in, and I'll extend it over to Cosmic.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So let's all take a deep breath in through our nose. And then exhale it out. And connecting with the root chakra. Feeling safe in your body, safe to receive. And I'm going to start with a deep tone to help us ground. Take another deep breath in. And exhale it out. Breathing into that root chakra and imagining the red at the base of your spine. Feeling the light coming in through the crown. Filling your body. Feeling that safety. And take another deep breath and ground into your body.
Greetings.
I love that. I love opening up with that. Okay. Okay.
Hey, Divine.
So let's. I love that. Absolutely love that. All right. So I will ask my first question. I am. This is something that we spoke about on our pre-show call, and I would love the audience to know about it. So, all right. Who is Cosmic Chi? What do you do, and what is the meaning of your name? I know it's three questions in one, but
Okay.
I,
Well, I'll start with the name. So Chi is the first part of my birth name. So it's actually Chi Shan, which means miraculous coral. So the Chi doesn't really mean the same character as energy Chi, but it sounds like it. So I'll go with it. But the actual meaning is miraculous. So that. Um, Cosmic Chi is a name that I channeled about 13, 14 years ago in 2012, because I had experienced glimpses of samadhi, enlightenment, just really being in the flow and just truly more cosmic, more grander than this physical body. So at that time, I actually hadn't fully embodied the name yet, but it came through, and I knew that was something that I was to work on and embody. And I really loved the name, so I just started using it, and I really had to grow into that name. But I do feel truly cosmic now, so I feel very at home with that name.
Ashe, Ashe, beloved, Ashe. I will have Poca ask your questions. Um, so please, Poca, do your thing.
Okay, thank you. Greetings, Cosmic Chi. I
Mhm.
met you as Chi,
Yes.
and I just want to give a backstory of how I met Cosmic Chi because I met her in person, and I got to experience her healing, um her sound baths healing through personal, like in person, and also virtually. So both times it was just very like it was cosmic, and I felt her energy very strongly. And it was crazy the last time I was a part of your virtual sound bath. I cried, like I literally released something inside of myself that I didn't even know I was holding on to. Like I was in my car, I was just laying there, and when you did your sound bath, it just opened me up, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I love Cosmic Chi. Like she's real.
Oh, thank
So
you. I remember that.
yes.
Because the
Also,
camera
one
was
more
turned
thing.
off, and then I tuned back in with everybody,
Oh
and
yeah.
you're streaming.
Oh yes. Yes. It was beautiful. I needed that. Also, the first time I met you, through my sister Melody. Okay. And you did a sound bath healing at her son's homegoing service because he transitioned, and this was my first time experiencing a sound bath in a church, like literally at a homegoing service, and it was just really like interesting to feel and to see, and I think everybody needed that so much. And then you blew your what is it, a gidget
Didgeridoo.
didgeridoo on everybody. Everybody was like, what is that I feel? Like everybody felt the vibration. Like it was just beautiful. But I had to get that out before I asked my question, because yes. Okay, what was the reason that led you to sound bath, or that led you to sound bath healing?
It was really spirit led. I was in San Diego at the time. It was 2012. A lot happened that year. Um, I was invited to go attend a sound bath, and at that time, I didn't know what it was, but it was an immediate full body yes. So my body wanted to go and experience it, even though I didn't really know what it was at the time. I hadn't experienced it. So I went, and it was a lady with a bunch of crystal singing bowls like these right here. And we all lay down on yoga mats, and I was just open to receiving because my body wanted to go have the experience. So I was very open. And I was really surprised by just how amazing it was. I went into a deep meditative state, and I knew I wasn't sleeping, but I wasn't there either. At some point, I felt like I drifted away and I couldn't hear the sounds anymore. But at the end, I came back and was just blown away by the experience, how sound could, take me into such a deep state. And then came back, I was so relaxed and just felt so good. So I never forgot that experience. And so fast forward, several years later, I found myself in Vegas and I heard about a sound healer. And that was when I got introduced to the didgeridoo. So I remember my experience from San Diego, and it was another full body. Yes, I want to go experience this, but this time it was a different instrument. And again, I was blown away. It was a totally different instrument, different vibrations. The tones were different, but still very powerful. So I just wanted more. And so a few years ago, Spirit guided me to get my own set of singing bowls. And I listened, I took action, and I've never looked back. Now I collect all kinds of instruments and I just want more and more. But I started with the singing bowls.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I've experienced that feeling though, of just the outer body experience of the sound bowls, or the sound bath session. What do you refer to it as?
I just singing bowls, crystal singing
Okay.
bowls. Mhm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, they're very magical sounding, very angelic.
Yes, they are. I've so we just had a tea party, and at the end of our tea party, we had a sound bowl meditation,
Yes.
and it was my first time doing it. Like I've experienced it with you, but actually doing it, people were saying how they want to take naps, like they want to sleep and just relax afterwards. And I did not, I forgot. Because I'm like, I forgot I was on the other end of that. And I wanted to also relax and
Yeah.
just, meditate. So it was really interesting, just hearing about other people's outer body experiences and being
Mhm.
on the other side. Um, so
It
my
really
next question, oh, I'm
shifts.
so sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to add to what you were saying about how it puts people in the state where they want to nap. It's because
Mm-hmm.
it calms our nervous system. So it shifts our nervous system into parasympathetic, and
Mm-hmm.
it also changes our brain waves. So that's the deep relaxation that we experience. It's actually on a physical level.
Okay. I love the feeling.
If you want to continue with more questions, Poca, please
Oh,
do.
okay. Oh
Yeah.
yes, most definitely. So my next question was, did you take classes to learn how to do your sound bowl meditation, or are you just naturally gifted at what you're doing?
I did. So I have musical background already. I grew up playing the piano, and I took music in school. So I have a foundation in music. So I know about chords and intervals. Um, but I also did take training for sound healing, just using sound for healing and what it does to our bodies, and also the specific or the variety of different instruments that people use in sound healing. Um, I did take a course, so I learned even more about it, and it's totally different instruments than I used to play. So, but I love it.
Beautiful. I have
Well,
one more question for you, unless
go
Eris, you
on,
want to
go on,
ask? Okay.
go on.
The last question is, what's the difference to you between all the instruments that you play, between the sound bowls, the horns, the drums,
Mhm.
So what do you feel like there's a difference between the instruments that you play?
Yeah, definitely. Great question. I feel like the deeper tones are very grounding and relaxing and clearing. So it sets the tone to really shake things up, I feel. And the gong definitely is a very powerful clearing instrument. Like that is the one instrument that has actually made me cry when I was doing clearing on myself. Because I've had lots of experiences where people come to the sound baths and, like you, things just get moved through, so you have an emotional release. But usually, as the facilitator, I don't cry, I don't go to sleep, but I do feel a deep sense of relaxation. My eyelids will get heavy. That's when I know that my brainwave has shifted. But the gong is just so powerful. And with intention, when you use the sounds intentionally and you have an intention of what you want to use the sound frequencies to clear out, that makes it even more powerful. So the time that I did cry, I was going through something, and I just felt like it was a lot for me to feel, and I needed to clear that. I was really hard on myself on something, and I felt really upset. And so I went to the gong, and that was my intention. And I just started playing, and I just intuitively just let my hands guide me. And it brought out the emotions that needed to be released. And I just felt so much better after. So the power of sound to move things through our body is just so powerful, and I truly do love it, especially the deep tones. The deep tones have a special place in my heart. However, the higher tones, like the chimes, they're very magical, and it feels like I'm creating portals with the chimes, and it transports me to like a fairyland or a more magical space. And and then the crystal bowls are just very relaxing. That always puts me in a very meditative state where I just start to feel like I'm in the flow. So, when they say it's the flow state, that is when your brain waves shift from beta to alpha. So that is the flow state. And that's the state where we can heal and manifest, because when we're always in beta, we're just, in problem solving mode. We're talking and trying to figure things out. But we really have to also take time to slow down and just be in this slower brainwave state, the flow state, to connect with that energy of manifestation and just being aligned, if you will. So I hope that answers your question.
I definitely have to jump in here. Calling when we start speaking about the sounding in baths. Most of us, all of us, whether you're listening or on the panel, we enter and understand taking a spiritual bath. And with having a spiritual bath, how I started with the sounding and incorporating it into my life, it came through me doing my spiritual baths, doing the cleansing in the water and using the sounding to, of course, vibrate with the water. So oftentimes I would prepare my sanctuary or my chambers first, of course, cleaning everything from top to bottom, whether it was, the bathroom, back of just cleaning, total cleaning. And then setting the mood with the candles and this sort of thing, the incense, having the water be at a certain temperature, adding my crystals, adding that sounding, those hertz, those frequencies, allowing all of that to kind of stew, almost like you're just cooking yourself. You're getting yourself ready, that bath, this temple ready. And before going into the bathtub, I would take a shower first, but you could really tell that you were in a sacred space, or that I had created a sacred space because of the time that I put into, of course, preparing. And most of us, we all like to just jump into a shower or a bath and, okay, we're gone. We don't take time to take care of ourselves. That means the total embodiment, not just having a regular bubble bath. This is more intense. So I'm saying all that to say to the viewing audience, of course, is that taking on sounding beyond just the radio, you know, beyond the radio, taking on sounding for yourself will help center yourself. And I would mix, as I said, the spiritual bath with the sounding bowls. Now, has anybody else kind of mixed that? Cosmic, have you mixed the two? And I just found for myself there was a tremendous release to a point that you could literally feel if someone walked past you, someone entered your space. After doing all this, you could feel that resonation of their energy come across you. Anybody else? Cosmic, have you
Oh
dealt
yes,
with that?
I use sound frequencies and salt baths frequently,
Mm,
actually,
mm,
and that is a ritual that I do to clear myself, to ground myself, to do energy work, to release.
mm, mm,
I love the combination of using sound frequencies and being in the water and using the
mm,
salt. And it really does clear us. So we, like you said, then you become more sensitive because we,
mm,
as empaths, um,
mm-hmm,
and women, we're just more sensitive and prone to absorbing other people's energy, taking on a lot. So it's very important to clear and
mm-hmm.
release. So yeah, sound is a great way to get that, and using
Ashe.
it with intention, like you said, not just doing the shower or the bath, it's
Mm-hmm,
doing it with intention that makes it more powerful. And
mm-hmm,
that can be done with anything in our
mm.
life. It's
Oh,
just
Ashe.
doing it with that focus intention.
Ashe, Ashe. Has anyone had any experience any form of healing? Like a particular somebody had a certain element and they came to a sounding that you were doing. Like I know I've done it on myself, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And when I've done meditation with other people, it's been one thing, you know what I mean? They can say, oh, I felt this, but specifically, has anyone come to you with, like an element and okay, this is what you tell them to do, or apply to them?
So when I first started, and I wasn't really I was still experimenting and I was still learning, and I
Mm-hmm,
would host sound baths at my house, and I knew that this can put people in a deep meditative state. It helps
mm-hmm,
people relax, sleep better. So people started telling me they slept a lot better.
mm-hmm,
Um,
mm-hmm.
and then people started to tell me, oh, I came with this pain in my wrist and now it's better. I came
Mm,
with back pain and now it's gone.
mm,
I had a migraine and now it's so much better, or it's gone. So, with all these testimonials, I realized, wow, it can help to take pain away.
mhm, mhm,
And in
mhm,
fact, I have an 8-year-old son and he's very sensitive as well. So, when he has stress or he takes on my stress, he tends to get stomach aches.
mm,
He will always ask for sound healing. He will say
mhm.
it's a sound healing or Reiki for his stomach.
Exactly. Okay.
and and he'll tell me exactly what instrument he wants too, or out of the singing bowls
Hey,
which
well,
bowl he wants. So
well,
it's
well.
really crazy. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So I listen, and I feel like our intuition, when we're tuned in, it can give us the information that we need, like what
Mhm,
medicine we need in order to
mm,
get back into balance. So yeah, there are plenty of different benefits
mhm,
and relief of pains. And I'm not saying don't go to the doctor. I'm just saying
mm.
this is a
Okay.
good,
Yes.
complementary therapy
Yes.
to
Holistic
help
therapy.
relax your nervous system so you are in a receptive state,
Yes.
and
Yes. Yes.
your brainwave frequency can shift to where you are more open to receiving that healing.
Ashe, that part, that part. But I mean, because if we think about it, now we're just talking about the elements of, I mean, music. So we have keynotes, we have hertz, we have different types of hertz that, vibrate with you, whether it's, the total body, what is 432, things of this sort. But it's people getting used to that, where we're so used to being directed to music, okay, that has words on top of the lyrics, Okay, so I gotta take us there. All right. Most of us go right to music that have words on top of that vibration, which will all be like, oh, I just love that beat, you know. But that beat is also sending off a vibration within your body. It's, sometimes the people, oh, I need that to pep up, pep me up. And okay, yeah, but what else is it doing to you? To a point that you are now programmed, because you don't just have the sounds, you actually have the words. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's tapping into your frequency as well. So you literally can hear people, okay, it's saying after this and that and that, this sort of thing. Not that you can't listen to whatever you want to listen to, but it is accumulating within the temple. It
Yeah.
is holding things. So I love that you made mention to your son, saying that, okay, I want this instrument. He is highly connected to his body, which is what we all, as holistic women, we teach people and we apply to ourselves. Our breath is in combination with our sound, with what we see, what we hear, this sort of thing, and encompass of our meditation. So I advise everyone to kind of, tap out of the songs with the words, at least tap out a little bit, go on some frequency, vibration where you're just listening to sounding. Sounding is so beautiful for us. Birds will make you, just listening to birds will make you have a relaxed state. It'll take you to a different place. So I had to
Yeah.
add that in because we all listen to so much music. Like I literally get in a car and I'm just like, okay, I got to turn this off. I'm just because
I'm
it's
glad you brought that up because I feel
too
like
much.
that is so important because words are very powerful.
That
And
part.
if you have negative words put to like a very catchy melody or
Yes.
beat, people focus on that part, but forgetting that, oh, what are they singing though? Because
Mm-hmm.
if we're familiar with Dr. Emoto's work, um,
Mm.
we are mostly water, right? And
Yes.
water holds memory. And so any intention directed at that water has an effect on it. It has an effect on the crystalline structure. So even if you are not fully aware, you are being affected.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's very important to be mindful and pay attention to the words of the songs that we're listening to because
Most definitely.
it definitely has an effect.
Most definitely. All right, Eris, you had some questions, I'm sure.
Yeah. Let's think. Let's think. So you tapped into this art form. How long did it take for you to confidently, like, okay, I'm giving these beautiful healings to these people, for you to confidently like go out into the public? Because I assume that you do like events and things like this, or even sessions. Can people book
Mhm. Yeah,
sounding?
I do both. I do like private and semi-private and also group events.
So,
Um,
how long did it take for you to confidently be like, okay, I can actually offer this as a service?
Mm.
Since, for anybody that wants to start up and do it, like, is it immediate or you want to like practice? Please tell us more about that.
um, well, first of all, I don't really see it as a performance. So I never really felt like nervous or that I needed to put on a show for people. Although some people have said, oh, it sounded like a concert and, it was very melodic. But to me, I feel like each time I do it, I pray that I am a channel for divine healing energy to flow through.
Mm,
And I just
mm,
channel what needs to be played
mm,
and I play
mm,
intuitively and I just let spirit guide me. And of course, the more I practice, the more confident I became. So as I received feedback from people, as I feel like I am getting better and more
mm,
refined at playing the different instruments, I
mm,
gained more confidence. But I would say it was just a progression. The more I played, the better I felt like I was getting. So the more confident I felt. I can't really tell you a specific timeline, but I just feel like I've always gotten better, but I didn't really treat it as a performance. It's more of a sacred offering, if you will. So
Oh, can I jump in? I gotta jump in because as you're speaking, ooh, I'm going over a lot of different things, and you said literally this is it's your life purpose and path. Now, with you saying that, the more confident that you got, was there ever any time? I know this in my own life, especially allowing spirit and being a channel, that you felt like you couldn't do a session for somebody because of how you were feeling?
no,
No? Okay.
no, because I wouldn't take on a session if I didn't feel like I would be able to hold space or deliver.
Okay.
So yeah, I always prepare beforehand to make
Mm-hmm.
sure that I'm in a good space, and yeah, and then I pray to be the channel. So yeah,
Okay.
I prepare ahead of time to
Okay.
be ready. So
Mm.
no, it's kind of like, before you go on stage, you just, get into that persona, except
Right.
I'm not on stage, but I get into that. Okay, now I'm in my sound healer role now. So
Right.
switch hats.
Okay. And with your sound healing, I'm really just tapping into the spirit right now. So when someone comes to you and they don't even know they have an element, you know what I mean? But as you said, Polka, Inez was, she started crying and releasing that sort of thing. Empathically, are you able to see what is happening in someone's body by doing the sounding, or after doing the sounding? Because we're sensitive, but are you able to see the elements in people's bodies?
I am more of a clairsentient and
Okay.
claircognizant, so I don't
Okay.
really see into people's bodies, but I
Okay.
feel.
Okay.
So in the private sessions, like one-on-one, when I'm just focused on one person,
Yeah.
I will tap in more to the person and use the sound to do my energy healing as well. So I combine those two and focus on the person. And I may receive messages for certain people, but in a group setting, I'm not really doing that. I'm
Okay.
not trying to tap into anybody's field to do anything
Right.
like specific. I just, do the sound for everybody.
Okay.
And my intention is to just help people release what is ready to be let go within their body and their field. So yeah, like when I play certain instruments, I'll have the intention of, okay, I'm using this to clear them, blast the energy through, or I'm using this to chime in the magical elements so they can feel more alive and tapped into like their inner child magic, or use the rain stick, raining in some new blessings, or so I'll use my intention in different ways with different instruments.
Okay. Lovely. Sorry, Heiress, I had to jump in there. Go ahead. You go with your next question. Oh, we can't hear you.
All your questions are really good. Trying to see how to expand from that, actually.
Trust and believe, I got another one.
Yeah, I think you should end up actually asking that other one because it's pretty good.
Yeah, so my other thing, because I know she's gonna play again, which we definitely give it to us. Okay, like allow yourself to just go, like feel free. And I say that because I know that oftentimes holistically I deal with people in many different ways. So divination work, meditation, their physical body, and how about everything lines up? You know what I mean? Everything is maybe someone comes to see you for one thing, or I should say for myself, they come to see me to get physically fit. But you can't have the physical without having the mental and the spiritual. It's going to overlap eventually. You're going to have that working with you. And people will put on, the music. I've often challenged uh, my my members and clients to not put, the music like we were talking about. Put something that is just so, 532, something of that sort. Maybe 639. These type of hertz. These sounding. And with me doing that, I realized even for myself, because of course you started this for yourself. I started doing a lot of the divination work, tarot, and all these other things for myself, because you first have to be able to do these things yourself. And at the same time, what I did pick up though, because of the different parts of myself, and I'm working through them, I could also pick up other people's stuff. Okay. So, so with that being said, like, of course, the sounding, we talked about doing spiritual baths and adding the sounding with it, which helps us clear our space and stuff. For you, I'm sure you use herbs and sage and things of that sort. For you, are you in a place, or do you have this particular energy? For as far as me, when I'm doing a spiritual bath and sounding, nobody can come walk in my space. They have to be smudged. They have to be cleared. This sort of thing. Um, and they can't touch my cards, my altar. You're not touching my cards. You're not touching my crystals. You're not. You're not doing that. So, do you find that you're like that when it comes to your instruments?
Well, I
That was a
mean,
mouthful, but you know what
I
I'm saying.
I'm not that strict,
Okay.
because I do, if somebody expresses, because at first I did feel that possessive of the instruments,
Mm-hmm.
like don't come with impure intentions, or just play
Mm-hmm.
around with whatever, have some respect. But
Mm-hmm.
I find that most people are respectful, but if they show interest
Okay.
and they want to play, I let them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because instruments are meant to be played. That's my
Mm-hmm.
view. So
Mm-hmm.
I love that, if people are interested, I let them play. And I actually
Awesome.
love to play with other people.
Awesome. Okay. Awesome. That's good. I like that. I like that. It's really good. I would love to hear you play us something else that would help us open up our root chakra even further, and
Yes.
greater expand in our love, our security, safety, as well as that dynamic energy for ourselves. So please enlighten us. I would appreciate it. And everyone else, please make sure you do your mantra, whichever one you choose. Okay. Use your mantras and breathe through as she's playing.
Uh,
And before we begin with that, because I want to get all the outro out, so it's not like we're on
Yes.
and there's like, oh, and please make sure you subscribe to our channel.
Yes,
I'm
that's
not
right.
even okay. I'm just I'm just going to say that we on the channel, when you visit the channel on the weekends, especially on Saturday, we do have the live Pilates, yoga and Pilates class at 11 a.m. Eastern, look, Eastern Standard Time, Florida time. And then also we're going to begin on Sundays the tarot intuitive readings from Empress as well, and that will
I'm
be around
coming
the
back.
same. Yeah, she's coming back.
I'm
She's coming
coming
back.
back.
And
Okay.
of
yes.
course, Polka with her moon forums. You know the business. Definitely, that's going to be coming up too. Polka, do
Yes.
you have anything else? Any events coming up? So, anything
Um,
soon?
well, I don't have any events coming up. We just had an event today in Los Angeles at the beach. We had a paint and sip party, and we were activating our third eyes today. So I heard a lot of good information as far as that goes in this show about activating our third eyes and basically bringing what's inside of us out into the physical world. Tomorrow, oh, tonight, actually, I'm going to be going live with the new moon and Gemini reading for you
Yeah.
all.
Set
I
me
wanted to
up.
wait until the event. and until the show is over to do that. So tomorrow, June 14th, we are having a new moon in Gemini, and it is a super moon. So stay
Yes.
tuned for that reading. Have lots of information for you all.
Awesome,
Well,
beloveds. Okay, so we're going to allow Cosmic Chi to close this off. Oh, Cosmic Chi, do you have any events coming up? Please let us know. Please let the audience know before we have you.
I actually do. I am collaborating with a couple of friends of mine. I am in Las Vegas. So if you're in the Vegas area, on Saturday, the 20th, we're going to be doing a summer solstice sound bath event at Jauqline.
yes. Yes.
Very, very nice.
So that information is on my Instagram. So that is my next event.
Awesome, awesome. And all of our details and Cosmic Cheese details are all in the description box. So please do follow her, follow all of us so you can stay tuned for new events and beautiful sneak peeks into some of these events as well. So thank you so much. We're gonna close this up. Oh, yep, you got in the cards. Thank you so much. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And now we're gonna get to the best part. I was just waiting. It's like we letting it cook. We letting it cook. Yes,
Yes, most
this
definitely.
part. And thank you so much, Cosmic Chi, for being
Oh,
here
thank
and sharing
you.
your
Thank you,
gifts.
Gratitude.
lovely.
Appreciate it. And you take it all the way. I'm just gonna do this. I can't wait. All right.
Great. Thank you so much. So, since it is root chakra grounding day, I encourage you all to just close your eyes and put your hands on your belly and connect with that root chakra and start to breathe deep into the belly. Connecting with your body. Give your nervous system permission to relax, to release, and to receive. It is safe. Tell your nervous system you are safe. Connect with that inner child.
I so want to sing in the spirit. It's so beautiful. Absolutely so beautiful. It does, I must say to all of the beloveds that are with us and who will see this program, that it takes time for you to be able to sit with yourself and be patient enough to receive from spirit, from source that is coming via way of cosmic, myself, Poca, or Empress, anyone who's working in a holistic way, because we're all so microwaved ready that we want, the recovery quickly. We want to hear the music quickly. Um, we want that whole, production to happen quickly. Oftentimes, what I have learned continuously for myself and working with other people is holistically, and the most authentic, unique way of receiving from source is being patient, willing to wait there. So I speak words of wisdom from that which I've gone through and worked with other people, and to what we've listened to and displayed on the screen right now with Cosmic, playing those, those sounding bowls. Let who you are be a reflection of your own sounding. So take heed to it, Try out a bowl. Get a small one yourself. I love my bowls. Absolutely. I want to have a whole bunch of them. I really want the really big one. So anybody want to buy it for me? The one that you put your feet in, you stand and you hit the bowl and you just, oh my God, I so want that bowl. Okay, I want that bowl. But I digress. I digress. What I'm saying to you is allow your temple to be that sounding space for yourself, that you're able to take a break, inhale deep, find your center, and sit and sup there. So, to all of you, all divine liberation to your heart, mind, soul, and spirit. Take time, do your mudras. Look at and look for cosmic chi. Listen, go participate, be a part of that. As well as we stand with you, create your own identity, all in divine balance. Ashe, beloveds. Besitos. We love
Ashe.
you. Ashe. Thank you.
It's
We'll see
beautiful.
you next time. Thank you so much, Cosmic. We
Thanks for
appreciate
having
you.
me.
Thank you, T.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Oh.